Hello everyone, I hope you're doing great and excited for today's session. Thank you so much for being here. We have something really insightful lined up for you. Today's session is all about career agility, navigating uncertainty with confidence. We're fortunate to have Mr. Yasir here with us today. He's an L and OD specialist, leadership coach, HR strategist with having over 20 years of experience across multiple sectors. He has trained thousands of people across Pakistan and is known for his engaging human-centered approach. Uh, before we begin, a quick note. Feel free to drop your questions in the chat anytime. We'll also have a dedicated Q&A session at the end. And all right, let's start it. Yasir, over to you.
Thank you, Sultan. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So, as Sultan told you, we are going to cover today academic agility and resilience. This is the topic that we'll be talking about today. So, what is this all about? This is about navigating change, embracing growth. Uh, and what we are going to see today, we are going to look at the skills that transform challenges into opportunities, both in university and beyond. So just think about it. This is not limited to your university life only. This is going to be a lifelong skill, whatever you will be going to understand and learn today. That will be useful for you in your professional life and in your personal lives as well. So think of a time when we talk about agility and resilience. So there was a time in 2019 during pandemic. Universities across Pakistan and even across world, they had to shift to online classes suddenly, yes. And students, faculty, administration, and they had like no clue about it. They had no manual. There was no planning, no prior training for that. But within few days, lectures resumed, assessments changed, and people adapted. So that was an example of agility in action, right? So this is not comfort, but this is capability under change. So we understand a little about how we adopt to changes scenario, and how we adopt to and we adjust our priorities. So this is all about agility and resilience. So this is the same thing that we are going to explore today. So let's have a look at it. Agility and resilience defined. What is the definition, or what exactly is this? Real life examples भी आज हम इसको देखेंगे. So what these skills mean for your academic and professional journey. जैसे मैंने कहा कि this is not only for your academic journey, but also your professional as well as your personal lives as well. Adapting under pressure, obviously. Navigate shifting plans, priorities, and expectations with confidence. So, agility and resilience, they are not just जिसको कहते हैं buzzwords नहीं है. These are real skills जो कि shape करते हैं आपके academic and professional journey को. ये आज हम देख रहे होंगे. So, think of this as your chance to future proof yourself against uncertainty. So uncertainty किसी भी वक्त भी आ सकती है, so we have to be ready for that. So adaptability and this resilience will teach us how to be adaptable and how to face those challenges with confidence and bravery. Bouncing back is stronger. So this is very important. Turn setbacks into growth opportunities and stay composed through challenges. So life throw करती है different challenges, but how we face them and how we bounce back. Not only bouncing back, but bouncing back is stronger. So ये हम देखेंगे आज के दिन, right? And real world application, obviously. Build teamwork, project management, and career ready skills through practice. So think of a university life like a startup. अभी हम देख रहे हैं कि there are so many startups coming up. A lot of Gen Z young people, they are starting these startups. So your ideas, your goals, and priorities, they keep evolving as you learn more about yourself. So It might happen, right? Some semesters go exactly as planned, others turn upside down. Maybe different things happen. So the students who thrive are not the ones who avoid change, बल्कि ये वो लोग होते हैं, they experiment, they learn fast and adapt. So that's what we will uncover today. Has agility and resilience help you grow through change, not just go through it, right? Okay, so something about myself, as Sultan has already told you about myself, a little bit about me. I'm the co-founder of PsychBrain, 15 years experience in HR. Okay, so I have also been associated with other universities as well. I have been a part of different mentorship program with IBA. I was a part of focus group with IBA as well. I was associated with NUST Islamabad, Bahria University Karachi, Zabist, Newport University, and yeah, so these are the universities that I have been associated with. So I have done my MBA in marketing and HR. So this is a whole new story about adaptability and resilience. I did my marketing masters as a regular program in way back in 2007 when I was young, like you guys. And the second master in HR, I just completed this in 2025, so at the age of 40 plus. So that's all about resilience and agility as well. तो हम इसके बारे में भी आज बात करते हैं. Okay, so first word is agility. Agility बहुत हमने सुना हुआ है, काफी लोग use करते हैं. It's kind of a fancy word as well. So what exactly it is? Agility is the ability to adopt quickly and effectively, right? So this is like a very common definition of it, a very easy to understand. And how we do it, we respond to unexpected changes. हम जितनी भी प्लानिंग कर लें, कुछ ना कुछ अनएक्सपेक्टेड होता है लाइफ में. As I always say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So planning is very very important. कोई भी चीज आप करने जा रहे हैं, whether it's your university, your semester, your study plan, कोई आप पिकनिक प्लान कर रहे हैं, everything उसमें एक प्रॉपर प्लानिंग की बड़ी जरूरत पड़ती है. ठीक है, बट unexpected changes आ जाती हैं, and how you respond to that, that is the agility हम देखते हैं आज. Adjust priorities without losing focus. So when plans change, things, unexpected things arrive, you adjust priorities without losing the focus, because you have a laser like focus whatever you want to achieve. So your focus is not distracted, not disturbed, but you adjust priorities according to the changing situations. For example, agility is it's like you're driving through traffic. ठीक है जी, उसमें क्या होता है कि यू आर गोइंग ऑन अ रोड, द रोड चेंजेस एवरी 5 मिनट्स. ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई स्ट्रेट ही चला जा रहा है unless they are on the highway. If you are driving within the city, the road changes every 5 minutes. You cannot control it, but you can control how you drive. So agility is that steering wheel. See, this is the example that I'm telling you. So agility is that steering wheel. Boy, this is the ability to adapt and move forward even when the route changes every 5 minutes. So your focus is what? You have to reach at your destination. Your priorities might change during your journey, but you have a laser like focus that you have to reach to the destination. Okay? To learn and pivot efficiently. Absolutely. In different situations, you learn the current environment and you pivot efficiently accordingly to the situation. But you stay flexible in your approach. Obviously, you don't have to be rigid. अगर आप rigid हो गए, so you will be just stuck there all the time. So you have to adopt, you have to be flexible in your approach. For example, if I tell you about Netflix. So Netflix, क्या था? Netflix, they started as a DVD rental company way back. So उसके बाद क्या हुआ? Then they moved to online streaming. फिर उसके बाद now currently they are offering the original content online. So what happened? Agility in action, right? So every time the world shifted, they changed before others even reacted. देखा आपने? तो that's agility, the courage to change direction without losing purpose. एक और एग्जांपल हमारे पास नोकिया की है. आज से 15 साल पहले, 15-20 years back, Nokia was the king. Nokia was on the top in the telecom industry. But अब आज नोकिया को कोई नहीं पूछता because they didn't adapt. उनके अंदर agility नहीं थी. They didn't realize the need for it. But so you can see now they are nowhere. Abhi Samsung and iPhone, they are leading the chart. So that's the kind of agility that Netflix actually adopted in their own working, and they are now thriving, not just surviving, they are thriving like anything. Resilience. Resilience क्या चीज होती है? This is the capacity to recover and grow from difficulty. बहुत सारी लाइफ में चीजें आती हैं, सेटबैक्स होते हैं, कैलेमिटीज आ जाती हैं, things are like unexpectedly comes your way, and how you recover and grow from difficulty, how you show up each and every day in in the presence of difficulty and all other stuff. So that's the resilience. You show up every day. So that's the kind of resilience. Why? What happens here? So you maintain composure under stress. You are under so much stress, there are so many things going on at the same time, but you are maintaining the composure. You're not losing it. You accept it the way it is, and you bounce back from setbacks faster. So you realize whatever is coming to you, that was not in your control, right? So there are certain things which are in your control and which are not in your control. So you have to you kind of realize those things which is under control and which is not under control. So once you realize this, so you will feel better and you will be able to bounce back from setbacks faster. तो resilience क्या है? Resilience जो है वो it's not about never falling. ऐसा नहीं है कि someone who is not falling is resilient. No, it's about how you land every time you get up and bounce back. For example, मैं आपको अपनी example देता हूँ. Early in my HR career, एक रिजेक्शन मुझे आया था. आई वॉज वर्किंग ऑन अ मेजर प्रपोजल जिसके ऊपर मैंने वीक्स 3-4 वीक्स के ऊपर काम किया था, एंड आई हैड पुट सो मच एफर्ट इनटू इट, बट दिस प्रपोजल गॉट रिजेक्टेड. सो आई वाज सो अपसेट. मेरे 2 दिन तो उसी में उस फेज में गुजर गए कि यार ये मैंने इतनी मेहनत की, इतना काम किया, एंड दे डिडंट रियलाइज कि ये इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज मैंने इतनी एफर्ट्स डाली हैं. तो दैट डे आई रियलाइज results count, not long hours of effort. ये भी एक चीज मेरी realization थी. But what I did, I went back. I took the feedback, what exactly they want and what changes or what amendments they want. So I reworked on it. ठीक है. और उसके बाद फिर जब मैंने उनको वो present किया, तो we got that project. तो proposal got approved and we got that project. So that experience built more confidence than any easy success ever could, right? So ये जो setbacks होते हैं, they make you learn things and you bounce back. ये सारे learning के journeys होते हैं आपके life में आने के लिए. So you see challenges as growth opportunities, right? So this is how I dealt with it. You build mental and emotional strength when you are faced with certain things. You try to build mental and emotional strength. ये भी हम देखते हैं कि हम कैसे कर सकते हैं, इसका कोई प्लान भी है या नहीं, राइट? अच्छा, इसकी एक एग्जांपल resilience की मैं आपको देता हूँ. यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड ऑफ J.K. Rowling. She was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter was accepted. So 12 publishers जो थे उन्होंने reject कर दिया था, but she didn't stop writing. She kept refining and polishing her pieces. So that's the resilience in action. एक और मैं आपको एग्जांपल देना चाहता हूँ. I've been, जैसे मैंने बताया कि I've been a part of different mentorship programs of different universities. Uh, Many students I interacted with, they failed a major course. उसमें अगर मुझे याद है तो 3-4 स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे थे कि जिनके मेजर कोर्स में वो फेल हो गए थे ड्यू टू सर्टेन रीजंस. कोई उनके घर में प्रॉब्लम थी, मे बी देयर वर सम अदर इश्यूज गोइंग ऑन, कोई मेंटल इश्यूज थे, but they ended up achieving greater marks in the next semester. Uh, Fortunately, they were in that mentorship program, and I was doing constant counseling sessions with them. So, in the next session, जब उनका result आया, तो they told me about the results, and they got good marks in that. See, so because the failure is like not the end road, failure become a feedback, right? When it becomes a feedback, so you bounce back stronger. So take a feedback. What really happened wrong? क्या मसले हो गए थे? क्या issues थे? And you rework on it, and then you show up again stronger. So failure is not final; it becomes a feedback. So do we have a question? If I'm going too fast, मुझे नहीं पता चल रहा. I want to hear from you guys. Any question if you have?
So far, there are no questions, Yasir. You can carry on. Uh,
Okay, okay,
Also,
sure.
guys, you can drop your question in the chat box. We'll take it during the session or at the last.
ठीक है, Sultan, you just let me know when there is a question. So I will pause and try to answer that question.
Yeah, sure thing.
Thank you. Okay, so what happens when plans change? So we are looking at the practical strategies for handling shifts in your academic and professional path, right? So recognize the shift. जैसे मैंने कहा कि चीजें change होती हैं. Sometimes it happens so unexpectedly and uncertainly. Things happen and they change. You don't even know okay, what really happened. But sometimes, for example, if you are working on something and you are trying to recognize the shift, as I said earlier, you have a laser-like focus on the destination, on your project, on your thing, whatever you are doing. So you have a laser-like focus. So when you have a laser-like focus, you will keep an eye on whatever is going on. So if there is a recognition in the shift, like if you uh, point out, if you if you notice any changes early, so you are able to assess what is really happening right now, right? So you can just assess it and you can take a note of it if you are able to recognize the shift. If even if you don't even know what really happened, तो वो उसका भी हम देखते, because normally it happens so that we don't even know कि क्या हो रहा है, changes अचानक आ जाती हैं. Things change in our study plan, in our like political setup में चीजें change हो जाती हैं, family में कुछ चीजें हो जाती हैं जिसकी वजह से shift आना शुरू हो जाता है, and we don't even realize कि जी shift is coming. But if you're able to recognize the shift, that's the advantage that you can take, and you can assess what really is happening. So when that happens, pause and reflect. So take a moment before reacting to new information, new update, new situation. Okay, so here's a mindset, so which I personally use when plans change. So you pause before reacting. Emotions जो होते हैं, आपके जज्बात जो होते हैं, they are like waves. They pass if you don't chase them. ठीक है, तो उनको अपने इमोशंस को कंट्रोल करना हम अभी देखते हैं कि वो उसकी एक डिफरेंट वैसे तो ट्रेनिंग होती है, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस, हाउ टू recognize your own emotions and how you work with other people's emotion. तो if we get time तो हम इसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा discussion भी कर लेंगे. So reframe priorities. जैसे हमने पहले भी बात की कि when things change, adjust your focus based on current reality. Now, what is the situation? So I actually take three things in account. For example, wherever I am, I think about who I am, what I have, what I can do. These are three questions that you can ask yourself if reality changes. So, who I am, where I am, and what I can do. These are three questions. So, answer these questions honestly, and you will be able to reframe priorities as well with that. Right? And again, coming with what you can do or and what you cannot do. You have a list of things, something which is in your control and some things which are not in your control. So if you are able to recognize those items, then you will be in a better mindset to work on those things which you can control and change. Right? Move forward. Take action with renewed clarity and direction. Once everything is clear, the priorities are set, you know where to go, and you have realized the current reality. Now you move forward, take action, and you have the clarity and you have the direction. So take action with renewed clarity and direction. Taking action is like better than if you like fail, it's always better than not doing it. So once you do it, you will be able to know that what is the situation now. So because you have tried it, so that is adding into your experiences as well, right? So जब इस तरह की चीजें हों, don't say why me, why is it happening with me, just ask what now. So that's the main question you must be asking yourself, what now, and then move forward. So you take small steps because they create momentum faster than any big plan. So smaller steps and you will be on your way greatly. इसकी एक एग्जाम्पल है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग ऑल सेमेस्टर फॉर योर थीसिस प्रेजेंटेशन. फाइनल डे पे क्या होता है? द सिस्टम क्रैशेस. You either freeze or find a quick way out. So you present without slides, or you use a printout, or you summarize verbally. So that's the agility under pressure. So that's not the perfection, but that's the agility because who I am, जैसे मैंने कहा, what I have, what I can do. So in this situation, this is exactly what is happening. I am the presenter. What I have the printouts and I have the knowledge, so I can share verbally. This is what I can do. So these three questions, when you ask yourself, you will be in a better position to bounce back stronger. Okay. So from setback to big breakthrough. So every time you fail a quiz, you miss a deadline, or maybe you lose an opportunity, you are being given data. आपको data मिल रहा है, right? This is kind of a data that you are getting. This is not a defeat. और ये data आपको क्या काम करेगा? This will help you improve your next step, right? So this is the mindset that you must be having right now. दिल छोटा नहीं करना, दिल बिल्कुल रोना नहीं है उसके ऊपर. कोई भी चीज ऐसी हो जाती है और फिर दिल ये चाहता है कि अब मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती या मैं नहीं कर सकता, अब मुझसे नहीं होगा, मेरी तो बस हो गई है. इस तरह की हम नॉर्मली सुनते हैं. जो डायलॉग्स अक्सर इस तरह के जो सेटबैक्स आते हैं तो उसमें हम ये चीजें सुन रहे होते हैं कि मैंने तो सब कुछ करके देख लिया, नहीं हो रहा. सो ये माइंडसेट, दिस इज काइंड ऑफ अ फिक्स माइंडसेट. हमें किस माइंडसेट के ऊपर जाना है? ग्रोथ माइंडसेट के ऊपर. सो वी ऑलवेज सी द अपॉर्चुनिटी. हमें उस डेटा को देखना है जो हमें मिला है with this failure, right? So that's not like not important. This is very very important. बहुत important data है. And ये जैसे मैंने कहा कि this will help you improve your next attempt. और resilience क्या है? Resilience is using that data to make your comeback stronger, right? तो ये चीज होती है. So what you have to do first? Name the challenge. Whatever is happening, failed exam, missed deadline, or rejected proposal, be specific about what happened. So just write it down. What was the challenge? Is it a failed exam? जैसे हमने लिखा, whatever happened in your life, you just note it down. You name that challenge somewhere in your notebook. Maybe you put a whiteboard in your rooms, in your workstation, wherever you're working. So you just try to write it down, whatever is the challenge that you are facing, right? Extract the lesson. So, what can you learn? What would you do differently next time? So, this challenge will teach you the lesson, because these failures we don't call failures, we call them challenges because you're learning from them. So, extract the lesson from whatever happened. So, what can you learn? जैसे मैंने कहा कि this is the data that you have after this failure or this experience or challenge. So, what you can learn, and now what would you do differently next time? So, this data will help you plan accordingly. So, this is very, very important. And you adjust your approach, apply that insight into your next opportunity. This is really important. For example, you must have heard of Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison ने क्या किया था? He tested more than like 1,000 materials before finding the right filament for the light bulb. ठीक है? तो एक रिपोर्टर ने उससे पूछा कि आपको कैसा फील हुआ? How did it feel to fail 1,000 times? What a response he gave. He said, I didn't fail. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. So you see, 1,000 failures, he termed them the steps, the experiences, and that actually took him to this success. So that's the mindset of resilience in action. So we have a lot of examples in the history, and if you look around, you will also see people, so many resilient people, the adaptable people, you will see them. So try to learn from them, whatever they are doing, what is their approach. And we can also go online and read stories about those people in the past as well. मैंने एक स्टूडेंट था, आई वाज मेंटरिंग हिम. सो उसके साथ क्या हुआ था, ही लॉस्ट हिज जॉब ड्यू टू कंपनी रीस्ट्रक्चरिंग. उस टाइम पे व्हेन आई वाज मेंटरिंग हिम, सो ही हैड एन इंटरेस्ट इन डेटा एनालिसिस. उसने फिर डेटा एनालिटिक्स को पढ़ना शुरू किया. उसी दौरान उसने डिफरेंट कोर्सेज किए, एंड ही वाज टू मच इन्वॉल्वड इन दैट interest that he was able to learn a good deal out of it, and he was able to get a good job of his own interest within like few months. उसको बहुत अच्छी पोजीशन मिल गई थी. तो ये सेटबैक जो होते हैं, these are like your challenges, these are like your learning time, these are like your reflection time. अगर ये ना हो, हम स्ट्रेट रोड पे चलते चले जा रहे हैं, so there is no adventure, there is no fun. We should have shortcuts, we should have like speed breakers. तो हमें थोड़ा सा फील होता है कि yes, we are on a journey, right? So these are really important. So what we see, the setback is actually क्या चीज है ये? It's a setup. So ये नेचर की तरफ से एक सेटअप होता है for you to learn out of it, out of these situations. ठीक है? Compose yourself, relaunch yourself, and bounce back stronger. So this is not something upsetting. Setback is a setup if you look at it from the growth mindset. So how can you build your resilience toolkit. How do you do that? So you stay connected, reach out to your peers, mentors, and support services when stressed. कोई भी चीज होती है आपकी लाइफ में, so you reach out to your peers. आप अपने इर्द गिर्द देखें, जैसे मैंने कहा कि बहुत से लोग होंगे, you will learn from them. And you find mentors, different mentorship program होते हैं, be a part of that. और support services भी आपको मिल जाती हैं, different counselors, therapists, psychologists. तो इस तरह की काफी आपको support भी मिल जाती हैं. क्यों इस तरह की बात हम क्यों करते हैं? क्योंकि आइसोलेशन जो है, अगर आपके साथ कोई हार्डशिप आ रही है, यू आर फेसिंग फेलियर्स, and you go into isolation will shrink your perspective, right? So stay connected. सबसे पहले, whenever you're faced with any challenges, any failure, you just commit yourself to stay connected. Manage your energy. Sleep, movement, and nutrition directly impact your bounce back ability. This is very very important. बहुत से लोग ही रातों की नींदें उड़ जाती हैं, भूख उड़ जाती है, तो इसको आपने मैनेज करना है, because you want to bounce back stronger. When you have the focus, laser like focus for your destination in your mind, so you will be able to manage your energy as well. And how you manage it? You sleep properly, you move, you do exercises, workout, and you take good food, healthy food, because it really impact your bounce back ability, जैसे हमने बात की. And also try to celebrate small wins. ये ना हो कि जी हम एंड रिजल्ट के इंतजार में बैठे हैं and we are not celebrating the journey. So we must celebrate small wins. उस रास्ते में जो जो wins आती जा रही हैं, कोई क्विज हुआ है and you achieve highest marks, so celebrate that. कोई आपका प्रेजेंटेशन आपने दी and you got good marks and you got appreciation, so celebrate that as well. So celebrate जितनी भी ये small wins हैं, ये आप celebrate कर लेंगे. क्यों? They will build momentum, right? And progress क्या होती है? Progress compounds quietly over time. It takes time, right? So practice perspective. Ask, will this matter in 6 months? I'll put challenges in context. Obviously, जो भी पर्सपेक्टिव बन रहा है, जो भी चीज है, जस्ट आस्क योरसेल्फ कि टाइम पीरियड 6 मंथ्स का एक टाइम पीरियड होता है नॉर्मली व्हेन वी प्लान शॉर्ट टर्म में. तो विल दिस बेटर इन 6 मंथ्स? यस. आप यस नो सारे इसके प्रोज एंड कॉन्स यू कैन डिफाइन योरसेल्फ. सेलिब्रेट स्मॉल विन, जैसे मैंने भी आपसे बात कर ली. सो यस, दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इसमें एक एग्जाम्पल मैंने पढ़ी थी. एथलीट्स को आप जानते, दे प्रैक्टिस रिकवरी एज मच एज परफॉर्मेंस. यू सी, दे नो बर्नआउट जो होता है, बर्नआउट इट किल्स कंसिस्टेंसी. इसी तरह स्टूडेंट्स जो बैलेंस करते हैं अपनी स्टडी को विद एक्सरसाइज, रेस्ट एंड सोशल कनेक्शंस, दे डोंट जस्ट सर्वाइव सेमेस्टर्स, दे थ्राइव. जैसे मैंने पहले भी कहा था कि thriving is important. Surviving तो हर कोई कर लेगा, but you must thrive when you are bouncing back stronger. So मैंने क्या किया, when I started conducting these back-to-back corporate trainings, मैंने realize किया कि अगर मैं अपनी नींद को compromise करता हूँ, तो मेरी जो energy है वो drop हो जाती है sharply. So I started managing my sleep patterns. मैंने उसको closely watch किया and then I worked on it. So that's how I was able to manage my energy. And this was part of my professional resilience, you can say. Acha, Sultan, is there any question?
No, yes, sir. So far, there isn't any question. So, guys, you can drop your question in the chat box.
Now I will insist if anyone can ask any question or any reflection if they have, because it's been a long time. I've been just talking. So I just need a feedback. I want to make this session interactive. So yes, please go ahead. Anyone, any reflection or any question, anything, just say it.
Uh, Guys, you can raise your hand or you can just drop your question in the chat box so that Yasir can answer your queries.
अच्छा जी, agility and resilience in teams, why it matters, इसको हम देखते हैं. So teams with agile, resilient members adapt
Yasir,
faster. जी जी.
Yasir, Amna just hand raised her. You, I'm unmuting her so that she can ask question. Amna, you can ask. I just unmuted you.
जी, please go ahead.
Amna, you can ask your question. Okay, so Yasir, Amna, I think her mic is muted. So Alishba is asking, for freshman students, any tips as to how they should build up the skills for internships, as well as the community helps stereotype. Do grades really matter, or it's a different way around?
Okay, that's a very good question. Internships के लिए, yes, there are like lots of companies who are actually offering internships, but uh, there is a issue with the companies because I've also worked with different interns, and when I talk about the like the pay scale. Sometimes the interns they ask for a good amount, like we want to get this much amount if we work for you. So my suggestion to them would be, if you're going to learn a good experience, you want to just earn good experience, don't think about the money in the beginning. So if like you have set certain kind of money scale in your head that I want to get this much amount, so you will be able to like it will be difficult for you to find those opportunities mostly. So keep this open. You want to learn a good experience from these experiences, like working with different organizations. You need to understand what how they are working, because I am one of the advocates for to bridge the gap between academia and the corporate sector, because when students they go to the corporate sector, this is like going to be a whole new world for them. They don't even understand what is going on there. So sometimes this gap is too much that they get so much surprises and unexpected things happen for them. So be ready, be open to learn. Just keep a mindset of growth. Just want to learn something out of it. Whatever you're going to do, learn. You will get the money later on once you have the experience. So this is the mindset that you get, and be ready to do like whatever is under like professional conduct. जो भी चीजें वो कहते हैं करने के लिए under professional conduct, go for it. Offer support. Show resilience in the sense that yes, I am able to do it. Because once you put yourself to test, and the way you react will indicate how good you are. So this is the time, this is the student life that you can put yourself to test, right? But there are other wellness and well-being is stuff that you don't stress up that much. So that's also there. So you have to keep a balance between that, right? Hope that answers the question.
Okay, so Yasir, there's another question from Asad. He's saying, I have started my professional career and I am noticing that some days goes well on their own, but on bad days I feel stuck and unable to turn things around. What practical steps can someone at my stage take in the moment to shift a difficult day into a constructive one, instead of just waiting for a better day to come? Yasir, you're muted.
I'm sorry, मैं काफी देर से बोल रहा था. Okay, sorry. So that's a very good question. Um, yes, whenever something happens, as I said earlier as well, ask for the feedback. Whenever certain things happen, whether it is your peer, your boss, whoever it is, your colleague, ask for the feedback. If something is not happening, you are faced with difficulties, and you're working in a team, ask the feedback. What exactly is the situation? How can I improve it? Right? And if there is no one to answer those questions, ask yourself three questions जो मैंने आपको पहले बताए. Who am I? What I can do? What I have? So ये तीन basic questions हैं जिसका अगर आप आंसर दे सकते हैं तो you will be able to do wonders in the world. And if you're dealing with people, you're working in a team, in a group, so ask for the feedback, because you're at this stage, you are a student, you are learning, and people should be open to train you as well. So you try to also look for people who are there to actually make you learn things, make you grow. तो ऐसे लोगों के साथ काम करें जो आपको सिखा सकें. So always ask for the feedback and don't think about कि जी वो क्या सोचेगा अगर मैंने इतनी छोटी सी बात भी पूछ ली. What will they think? So don't think about this. So this is the biggest fear that we have when we are actually working somewhere and we want to ask something. We have the fear of being judged. This is the biggest fear that we have. So I also had this fear when I was a student. But yes, this is what you're listening right now. So you have to remove this fear. Just ask for the feedback. Don't think कि वो क्या सोचेंगे. Let them think. You are a student. Just be yourself. Tell them, I'm the student. I'm here to learn. And please give me the feedback. How can I improve it better? Right?
Okay, so if guys, you can ask more questions in the chat box or just raise your hand so that I can unmute yourself.
चलें जी, let's move forward with the slides. Okay, so agility and resilience in teams. Teams with agile, resilient members adapt faster, communicate better, and support each other through challenges. एक जैसे लोग होंगे, they will understand each other, or they will support each other. They will adapt faster. आपका क्या रोल है उसमें? You listen, actively listen to changing team needs. जैसे हमने पहले भी देखा कि you observe the pattern. Something is changing within the team needs. So उसको सुनने की कोशिश करें, उसको sense करने की कोशिश करें. So stay positive when things get tough. अभी जैसे ये सवाल आया था, obviously ये उसी से related भी है कि things get tough. It happens in like every organization, at every university campus, student life में चीजें होती हैं. Things get tough, but you have to stay positive. The growth mindset. कैसे सीखना है हमें, इस मुश्किल से कैसे निकलना है. आपने बस एक चीज देखो जहन में रखनी है, अभी जो मैंने पहले कहा, the setback is really a set up. ये अपने दिमाग में चला लो. वो जैसे थ्री इडियट्स आई थी ना, वो कहता था ऑल इज वेल, ऑल इज वेल. तो ये वाली जो कोटेशन है ना, आप समझ लें, इसको रजिस्टर कर लें अपने दिमाग में. इट्स अ सेटबैक इज एक्चुअली अ सेट अप फॉर यू टू लर्न एंड ग्रो. ठीक है, ये हमेशा जहन में रखें. सो दिस इज द पॉजिटिव माइंड सेट दैट यू कैन कैरी विद योर सेल्फ. Help others see opportunities in obstacles. So if you can help other people, so try to help them, offer support. So this is what you will tell the world, that yes, you are there to help, you are there to contribute. ठीक है? And जितना आप ज्यादा लोगों की हेल्प कर रहे होंगे, you will get more opportunities because you are in the learning phase. So offer support wherever you can. ठीक है? और जो भी obstacles नजर आ रहे हैं, if you can help in that, you can remove those obstacles. So just offer your support wherever you are in the team. So share what you are learning with teammates. Share करें और उनको feedback दें, reflection दें कि जी this is what I am learning from you, right? And इस तरह से you build relationship with the team. उनके साथ आपका connection, एक bond develop होगा and you'll be able to perform better in a team. ठीक है? तो क्या होता है in real workplaces, agility and resilience उस वक्त आती है जब किसी भी प्रोजेक्ट में सडनली चेंज आ जाता है या कोई टीममेट जो होता है वो क्विट कर जाता है, ठीक है? तो उसमें क्या होता है, जो बेस्ट पीपल होते हैं, द रेजिलिएंट पीपल, दे आर नॉट द लाउडेस्ट पीपल. ये वो लोग होते हैं रेजिलिएंट अडैप्टेबल पीपल. दे आर द वंस हु स्टे स्टीडी, दे लिसन एंड दे हेल्प अदर्स स्टे ग्राउंडेड. सो दैट्स द की. इसकी मैं एक एग्जांपल में पढ़ रहा था. नासा का अपोलो 13 मिशन, इसके बारे में शायद आप लोगों ने भी पढ़ा होगा. इट एक्सप्लोडेड इन दिस स्पेस. तो उसमें क्या हुआ, जो इनकी टीम थी ग्राउंड के ऊपर, दे इम्प्रोवाइज्ड एन ऑक्सीजन सिस्टम यूजिंग लिमिटेड पार्ट्स. दैट्स टीम एजिलिटी एंड रेजिलियंस. तो वहां पे जो भी अवेलेबल लिमिटेड पार्ट्स थे उसको उन्होंने इम्प्रोवाइज किया विद इन द टीम. तो इससे क्या हुआ, दे सेव्ड लाइव्स not through planning but through creative collaboration. ठीक है? ये आप देखें एजिलिटी थी, दे adopted fast, they bounced back stronger, और उस adversity में they performed better and they were able to save lives. ठीक है? So this is how agility and resilience in action in a team, in a group. ठीक है जी, चलें, let's move further. Oh, so this is my favorite. Get your daily happiness chemicals. So in the beginning, I was talking about emotions. So this is something I wanted to share with you guys, and this will help you maintain your composure, make you feel happy, and make you like work with discipline. Because you will get motivation one day for 1 hour, the next hour you won't have that motivation, but what keeps you running is the discipline that you have, the happy chemicals, the purpose that you have. So we are talking about happy chemicals. हमारा जो brain है, समझ ले, it's a wonder. अल्लाह ताला ने जो हमें brain दिया है, इसकी एक different functionality है. इसमें कुछ happy chemicals होते हैं. When we are doing something, we achieve something, our brain releases those happy chemicals, and that help us feel better, feel happier. तो हम इसमें देखते हैं वो कौन कौन से हैं. सबसे पहले हम देखते हैं डोपामीन. डोपामीन क्या करता है, इट इनेबल्स मोटिवेशन, लर्निंग एंड प्लेजर. से ये उस वक्त रिलीज होता है आपके ब्रेन में से व्हेन वी अचीव अ गोल और वी कंप्लीट अ टास्क. ठीक है? कोई भी काम आपका कंप्लीट हो रहा होगा तो you feel excitement, you feel happy from inside. So that's the dopamine in action that is working in your brain, जो कि brain release करता है. ठीक है? And it drives motivation, it gives you focus and pleasure, right? So ये dopamine है. So try to accomplish your projects, your things, whatever you are doing. So once you complete it, you will get a dose of dopamine. You will feel better. Number two is oxytocin. Oxytocin को कहते हैं, it's a love and connection chemical, right? So this is kind of a feeling of trust. It motivates you to build and sustain relationships. ओके, सो ये किस तरीके से बनता है? थ्रू बॉन्डिंग. इसको कडल और लव हार्मोन भी कहते हैं. ठीक है? बॉन्डिंग, हग्स, kisses, positive interactions, It builds relationships and reduces stress. So ये love hormone है आपका, ये with your brother, with your siblings, with your parents, with your friends, anyone you have, like you kind of a relationship, the bond that you feel with them, you talk to them, you share your worries with them, whatever you are going through, you went out with the people close to you. So that gives you the oxytocin, you feel calm, you feel lighter. So ये आपको डोज मिलता है, तो try to practice this as well. Build relationship with your friends और जो भी आपके आसपास loved ones, the close ones हैं, उनके साथ relationship आप अच्छा रखेंगे, तो then you will have this dose of oxytocin. And next one is serotonin. Serotonin क्या कर रहा है? This is a mood stabilizer, इसको भी हम कहते हैं. Uh, Feeling significant or important among peers, ये उस वक्त आपको ये डोज मिलता है. It's a calm form of accepting yourself with the people around you, right? So you feel calm, confidence, and you feel the well-being. ये किस तरीके से आप ले सकते हैं? You feel important among peers. Also, through exercises, through this is also boosted by sunlight. साइंस ने हमें रिसर्च ने ये बताया. And the healthy habits that you carry with your life. तो ये वहां से भी सेरोटोनिन आपको मिलता है, right? And the next one is endorphin. Endorphin क्या है? It's a natural pain killer, हम इसको बोलते हैं. ये क्या करता है? It releases a breeze euphoria to mask physical pain. This is I have personally experienced it. क्योंकि when you work out, आपका जो heart है वो blood को इतना fast pump करता है in your body, जो lighter pains होते हैं, your muscle pain, तो वो बहुत जल्दी remove हो जाता है. So this is the work of endorphins. क्या करते हैं ये? आप एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं, यू आर लाफिंग एंड यू आर इंडल्ज इन क्रिएटिव एक्टिविटीज. सो ये क्या करता है? इट रिड्यूसेस पेन एंड इट क्रिएट्स अ सेंस ऑफ एफोरिया. तो आपकी एंजाइटी, डिप्रेशन, इसको भी ये खत्म करने में बहुत हेल्प करता है एंडोर्फिन. सो यू वर्क आउट. This is very important. Up whether you are male or a female, you try to make it a practice every morning. If not every morning, कोई भी दिन का time, you work out छोटी मोटी exercise in which you are physically active. So this will give you endorphins and you will feel good. And this is how I do it. Whenever I feel like down, I start push-ups. तो उसकी वजह बाद मेरा मूड एकदम से चेंज हो जाता है. So this is what I have personally observed and experienced. ठीक है जी. So ये एक important information मैंने आपको दी है regarding the chemicals. So your career advantage. Employers actively seek graduates with these capabilities. कौन सी? Rapid problem solving. ठीक है. If you are resilient, you are adaptable, so you will solve the problems rapidly. You will navigate ambiguous situations with creative solutions. Continuous learning. Make each day a day of learning. ठीक है. View feedback and setbacks as fuel for improvement. जैसे हमने पहले भी देखा. And one thing, setbacks are actually a set up. ये अपने जहन में बिठा लें. So this is the continuous learning, continuous improvement, the growth mindset that you carry with you. Team resilience. Help colleagues stay motivated and engaged through uncertainty. ठीक है. So team resilience is very important. So this is what the employers actively seek. और देखें, in the all over the world, we are talking about adaptability because we don't look at the fixed expert now, because world is changing so fast. AI, machine learning, data analytics, these are the things in like demand in coming years. And according to Institute of I am forgetting the name, the Institute of Leadership by Dell, they say that in 2030 there will be so many tools which we even don't know about. Like we are 5 years away from 2030 and there will be different learnings, different tools. अभी हमें उनका पता भी नहीं है. So the world is changing so fast. The corporate sector, companies, employers, they are seeking those people who are adaptable. They can adapt to different changing scenarios and they can perform better under adversity and they show resilience. Right? So that's the thing. So starting now, what I would like you all to do, so you reflect. Identify one recent change you adapted to and what did you learn. So start with this. Any recent change, कोई भी ऐसी change आप adopt करें in your studies, in your personal life maybe. तो bring that change जो कि आपको काफी टाइम से आप सोच रहे थे कि I need to bring this change, I have to change this. So start bringing that change and you adopt to it. So pick one resilience strategy to practice this week. ठीक है, एक resilience strategy भी आप लेकर आए और उसको practice करें. इसकी मैं अभी आपको एग्जाम्पल भी देता हूँ कि what exactly we are talking about. Share, tell a peer about your approach and listen to others. जैसे मैंने पहले कहा, oxytocin ये वो chemical है, this is which is like release with bonding, with relationship, with love. So when you're sharing things with your people around, your close ones, your maybe your peer, your friends, or anyone who is close to you, so you kind of start to create that relationship. तो शेयर करें अपनी अप्रोच, लोगों के साथ शेयर करें जिसके साथ भी आप ट्रस्ट कर सकते हैं, एंड लिसन टू देयर फीडबैक एज वेल. सो फीडबैक इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ग्रो. So notice how small, consistent actions compound over time. It takes time, or but achievement and taking small steps every day and celebrating those small wins are very very important on a daily basis, right? So agility and resilience, they are not talents; they are kind of a muscles. ठीक है, आप क्या करेंगे? The more you use them, द स्ट्रोंगर दे गेट. आप इसको यूज नहीं करेंगे तो ये बेकार हो जाएगा, ऑब्वियसली वीक हो जाएगा. इंस्टेड ऑफ वेटिंग फॉर चेंज टू फाइंड यू, क्रिएट अ स्मॉल वन योर सेल्फ. क्रिएट करें. सो चेंज ए रूटीन, टेक अ हार्डर पाथ और ट्राई समथिंग न्यू. दैट्स हाउ यू ग्रो स्ट्रोंगर बिफोर लाइफ इवन टेस्ट्स यू. अच्छा, इसकी एक एग्जांपल मैं देता हूँ. Because I am also into leadership coaching as well. One of my coaches, she started practicing agility by uh, intentionally changing one routine every week. वो किस तरीके से? By sitting in a different spot in class. ठीक है, and she tried a new study method and she joined a new club as well. So within a semester, her comfort with change grew massively. So this is how we saw small experiments build lifelong adaptability. So try to bring any change, any adaptability you can bring into your routine. So try to do that. This will make your muscles of agility and resilience is stronger, and you'll be able to bounce back stronger and better than before. So agility and resilience, they are not just for crisis. They are everyday skills that quietly shape your success story. Remember, agility and resilience, ये हम काफी देर से बात कर रहे हैं, they are not innate talents. They are skills you build through practice, reflection, and support. You are already developing them right now. कुछ inspiring words हम देखते हैं. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. Right? So these are words to reflect upon. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. This is a Japanese proverb. Storms make trees take deeper roots, right? Resilience is not about bouncing back, it's about bouncing forward. Wow, so that's new stuff. So we are talking about bouncing back. It's not actually back, it's forward. So we are bouncing forward. Wonderful. The strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who win battles we know nothing about. Wow, that's so strong, isn't it? So, resilience and agility, this is the need of the hour. whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you do, you need resilience and agility, not only in your student life, but in your professional life and in your personal lives as well. So that's how you can become a good student, a good employee, a good businessman, and ultimately a good human being. You will have a better relationship with your close ones, with your loved ones, with your peers, with your teammates, with your classmates, and you will not only survive, you will thrive brightly, right? So thank you very much, everyone. So the floor is open for question and answer.
Yes, we got two questions so far. Number one is Alishpa is asking, as you mentioned previously, you have conducted nearly 1,000 interviews. Can you please share some of the traits and things you and other recruiters appreciate the most, and others that can really pull someone back from working in their desired position, place? In short, the code of cracking the interviews.
Okay. So yeah, that's a whole new world. So I talked about the interviews. So I am a specialist in competency-based interviews. So what we do, I've been advocating about these CBI competency-based interviews. We have traditional interviews and then we have competency-based interviews. Traditional interviews may that you know okay, people ask you traditional questions, tell us about yourself, tell us about your weaknesses and strengths. So these are like kind of a traditional questions जो कि normally होते हैं and they are mostly biased interviews. ठीक है. What I advocate about is competency based interviews. For example, if there is a position of a manager, there are certain competencies already set for this position. For example, if there are five competencies set, one of the competency is emotional intelligence, right? For example, so the interviewer will design questions, structured questions, which revolves around emotional intelligence competency. For example, the question I'm going to share here is, tell us about a time when you had to deal with a difficult person. So this is the question. This is a structured competency based interview question. So tell us about a time when you had to deal with a difficult person. ठीक है, ये एक सवाल हो गया. उसके बाद उसने बता दिया कि जी दिस इज द गाय आई हैड वर्क विद और ये तो फिर वो पूछेंगे व्हाट वाज द सिचुएशन. क्या सिचुएशन थी जब वो आपको फील हुआ कि जी this was a difficult person, and what was the task, what action did you take, and what was the result. So we structure our questions in a star format. A star is S for situation, T for task, A for action, and R for result, right? And when you answer the question, you are a candidate, you're answering that question high, and you want to nail this interview, you answer accordingly. You describe the situation, you describe then the task, then you describe the action that you took, right? And then you share the result that happened, right? So this is the structured answer of a structured question. For example, if you go to an interview and the interviewer is not asking you structured questions, but being a candidate, you can impress them by answering in a star format. So if you have a notepad with you, you can write it down. STAR, situation, task, action, result. So always give your answers in this format. This is a structured format, and this will impress the interviewer that yes, you are well prepared and you are sharing the real examples. So, you being a student, right? I know you may not have professional experience, but you can share with your personal life as well, share with your university life as well. You must have worked on different projects with different groups, with a lot of different people, so you can share your real experiences whenever certain questions are asked. So you go well prepared, और बाकी जो basic चीजें हैं कि you show the confidence, look into their eyes, nod your head, because you know when I'm training on communication skills, तो उसके ऊपर ये काफी सारी चीजें आती हैं. You look into the eyes, you sit in a way that you feel like open to the person, not close to the person. There are certain body language, and whenever the person is talking, you are nodding, right? So there are certain techniques that you can adopt to nail that interview and leave that impression. I hope that answers the question.
Okay, so another question is Rabnawaz is asking, how should a sophomore approach networking and skills development while keeping the academic burden in mind? Should one take academics as secondary?
Can you come again, Sultan? Their voice was breaking
Yeah,
in the middle.
yeah, sure. How should a sophomore approach networking and skill development while keeping the academic burden in mind? Should one take academics as secondary?
Okay, that's a very good question. Yes, networking is very, very important. So when we say networking, it's not network, it's net worth, we call it. So you build those connections. Once you start building connection with your peers, so you are going into the university every day, you are meeting people. So uh, try to surround yourself with people who you think are inspiring to you. Try to be with them, uh, whether offer help to them if they are working on something. Try to volunteer, किसी volunteer program में आप चले जाएं. ठीक है, तो step by step build करें your network. So this is very very important. और academics के साथ भी ये चल सकता है. You don't have to keep academics secondary or primary. Maybe this go hand in hand, alongside चलेगा ये. So try to make that network, connect करें with your colleagues जो कि inspiring है, then your teachers, your mentors जो भी universities में, then in your family you may have few people who you think are inspiring. They inspire you with their work, their charisma, with their achievements. So be with them, try to keep talking to them. So the key is to surround yourself with whoever inspiring you find around you. And online जाके use LinkedIn. मैं सब students से कहता हूँ, make a profile on LinkedIn and send connection to different professionals in your own domain जो कि professionals वहाँ पर हैं. तो आई नो बहुत से लोग एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते जो प्रोफेशनल्स होते हैं, स्पेशली स्टूडेंट्स को, कि वो दे थिंक यार मैंने इनको कनेक्ट कर लिया तो देन दे विल bug me for any project or something. But there are good people out there, empathetic people out there. If you send 100 connections, maybe you will get 20 positive mil jaye, maybe 10. But just keep sending connection requests to those people and try to learn from them, because I have also been posting on LinkedIn. Whatever is my learning each day, I try to put that on LinkedIn. I'm going to conduct a session on how to overcome your inner fear, the fear of unknown. So अब मैं उसके बारे में पोस्ट करता हूँ लिंक्डइन के ऊपर. तो सेल्फ डाउट के ऊपर मैंने बहुत बात की है. देन आई ऑल्सो टॉक्ड अबाउट न्यूरो डाइवर्सिटी, कम्युनिकेशन के ऊपर मैं बात करता हूँ. सो just look for the like-minded people who you think are inspiring to you, and try to surround yourself with those. जिस तरह से भी पॉसिबल हो सकता है, इन पर्सन या ऑनलाइन, whatever it is. You just have to like, you should be committed to do this, to build this net worth. Yes.
Okay, so guys, uh, is there any other question you can drop in the chat box? Yasir, we can wait for like 5 minutes. If anyone wants to like drop in any question, they can drop.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay. Rabnawaz is asking, the YouTube link you shared for the past workshop is not working.
The YouTube link I shared.
For the past workshops is not working. Very
I did not share any link for the past workshop. Did
I
I?
think there's a misunderstanding here, Abnawaz. Can you describe what you're asking?
Rabnamaz, are you talking about CSO workshops links?
Okay, so Rabnawaz, I'll share that with you in the follow-up email, like after this workshop. So Yasir, let's wait for 2 more minutes, then we can wrap up our session.
Sure, sure. Acha, if there is no question at all, I would like to hear from anyone who would like to just share whatever they learned today or anything, any reflection. I want to hear from the people. If you don't have any question, please go ahead. I would really insist, I would recommend, please go ahead and share any reflection, anything you would like to say. Please go ahead. Acha,
Well,
I'm
you can
also
raise your hand. Yes,
Ji, I
please.
am also pasting my LinkedIn profile. So if anyone want to connect with me, so they can do that.
Guys, you can raise your hands as well. I can unmute you so that you can share your thoughts with Yasir.
Any reflection, any key learning that you had, any aha moment. What is aha moment? Something which actually struck to our mind. Okay, wow, this is something new we learned today. So any aha moment that you would like to share? Any reflection, please?
Okay, so Yasir, so we can wrap up the session. So maybe the kids want to like give their feedback after this workshop.
All right. Chala, it's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Ji,
Wait, Amna has a question. She's saying, I was a high achiever in my academic career, went on Erasmus exchange, did good research in natural sciences, but I lost my way. In academia, it's a never-ending race of publications, funding projects, but I couldn't do that. Now I'm trying to work on my way back up. Can you tell me how to deal with nagging feeling at the back of my mind that I have lost so much time in getting on top after an extended career break? Will require extraordinary effort. Sorry, my chat wasn't working early.
okay. Yeah, that's a very good question. So you when you are coming back to whatever you love doing, so that is really, really important to be focused. As I said earlier, so once you have a laser like focus, you'll be able to do it. When we do things, we create purpose behind it. Something which you are doing and you have a purpose for it, so you work for it. As I told you earlier, you will find motivation one day or maybe 1 hour, and you will find it later on. You have to like be disciplined towards achieving whatever you want to achieve. And there's a mindset about, if I share with you, when you say, I have to do it, right? Normally, in normal conversation, we normally say, I have to do it. So, this statement gives you a pressure, a burden, emotional burden. So, instead of this, reframe this sentence. Say instead, I commit to do this. I love to do this. I would like to do this. So, this is kind of a self talk that you do to yourself, and you strive towards achieving that with the agility and the resilience that you have. So whatever you plan to do, so reframe these sentences. So as a मैंने अभी हमने ब्रेन के ऊपर बात की, तो ब्रेन जो है हमारा, so we can trick our brain. ये थोड़ा सा ना समझदार तो ये बहुत है, but we can trick our brain. ये सिर्फ जो फील करता है वो ही फिर बता रहा होता है, and it makes you feel. So you trick your mind. Something you really love doing, you has a laser like focus, तो बस इसको reframe कर लें. And also attitude is everything. Whatever you want to achieve, try putting that into writing. If you have a study room, your own room, uh, कोई अपना एक white board लगा लें, write the affirmations. So these are the things that I must do, I commit to do, right? And whenever you wake up in the morning, you look at it, and then it reminds you, yes, this is my goal, this is a long term goal that I have to achieve. So not in your mobile phones, write it on the whiteboard, or maybe your notebooks जहाँ पे आपकी रोज नजर पड़ती है, anywhere जहाँ पे आप उसको रोज देख सकें. So this is, there's a science behind it. So I have read stories about people who wanted to achieve something, and they self-talked. They made themselves realize that I am committed to do this every day, 100 times in a day. So they had a laser like focus and they were able to achieve it. So you also try to do this, whatever you want to achieve, put it in the words in writing. When you can see it every day or maybe multiple times in a day, it will be registered in your brain and you will be committed to do it. And you reframe the words, I commit to do it, I would like to do it, and I love to do it. Right? Hope that answered your question.
Okay, so Yasir, let's wait for another 2 minutes for another question, or we can wrap up the session.
ठीक है.
Uh, okay, so we can wrap up the session, Yasir. Thank you so much, Yasir, for this amazing session, and it was really insightful. And I hope our student get to know more about agility and resilience. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Sultan, and thank you everyone for the participation today. I hope you were able to learn something. There is one thing that I want to share in the end. Whatever you have learned today, something which is fresh in your mind, try to share it with the people around you. Why? Because if you don't share it, you will lose it within hours. So, any key learning, anything that you're taking away from today's session, share it with your parents, with your siblings, with your friends, or anyone who is around you. So that's the key. This is how you will remember it, and you will be able to spread this learning all across as well. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Yasir, for your time. And this was really helpful. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Allah Hafiz.
Welcome. Khuda Hafiz. Khuda Hafiz.